Smack. Welcome to Super Smack.
Welcome to Super Smack.
The rugby podcast from the fans, for the fans. We had a little break week from the rugby championship, but boy, oh boy, were we spoiled with a few classic games in the Bunnings Warehouse MPC.
That's right. There is not a weekend that goes by really in professional rugby at the moment where there's not some kind of action. And we should also mention, honourable mention to our dear Black Ferns.
Oh yeah, what a shame.
Who did valiantly, but man, they kind of got fair pasted. One would say in that semi against Canada.
Well, in the first half, they just got absolutely they just got dominated.
I was watching that going.
You know what? It's kind of crazy that the Canadians are still a non-professional team. They're still an amateur team. They don't get the sort of support that some of the other teams, the England, the France, the Black Ferns.
Probably not to the same extent. Of course not.
Man,
those are massive.
They had to do a crowdfunding campaign to get them to the World Cup. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They got $1 million in crowdfunding.
Well, mate, I'm sure that will end now. You know, I mean, they've done crazy. Basically the best thing they could do for rugby there is getting into a World Cup final with.
But it's not the first time they've been in the final. I feel like the Canadian government's got a bar up here.
Oh, mate,
I'm a little bit pissed off on their behalf.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't really know much of the ins and outs of what's going on there, but surely this will go some way to making strong arguments for a lot of the stuff. I mean, they've clearly got some bloody great players.
Yeah, the poor old Black Ferns, though. Oh,
yeah, poor old Black Ferns. I mean, it's just rub salt into the New Zealand sports wound a little bit.
It has a little bit. Yeah.
We wanted them to be our shining light, our saviors.
Yeah, they were our consistents. Yeah. You know, they were the ones that were getting us through with the W's on the dark weeks. So I mean, the pressure's back on the All Blacks now.
Yeah, it is funny though the difference. I got to say, like in the media, when the Black Ferns lose, everyone's like, "Oh, it's all good. Don't worry, it's okay. It's brilliant, mate." And when the All Blacks, mate, I've been like all the stuff I've been reading, and when the All Blacks lose, it's like, you fucking idiots.
Yeah,
it's quite a different landscape. The men's and the women's game, I've got to say.
Of course.
I'm not saying the women don't have any pressure, but Jesus Christ, like even the statement from New Zealand Rugby that came out from Mark Robertson, I was like, that's beautiful. Why doesn't he say that to the bloody All Blacks? No, everybody just, when the All Blacks lose, it's like when your dad's disappointed and he just says nothing and he walks out of the room and goes to the sink and does his dishes. There's nothing is said. It's like clear that you've fucked up. Anyway.
Which is funny because we almost expect the Black Ferns to win more than the All Blacks these days.
That's right. So you'd almost be more disappointed when the Black Ferns lose, which we were. I mean, I think everybody was a bit shocked. Yeah, but sad for them.
How do you reckon you would go mentally having lost a semi-final to then go and play the third and fourth playoff at Twickenham? Would you bar up for it, mate, or would you be like, fuck this? Would you go out and have a couple?
Well, the All Blacks, famously did. Remember when we bowed out in the semi against England in 2019 in Japan?
Yes,
we came back and we fucking flipped Wales like nobody's business. And at that time, Wales weren't quite as shit as they were now, but we came and we smashed them like 40 points or something.
Well, you probably relax a little bit, don't you? Because it doesn't really matter.
I think you would. And also, you're a bit angry. You want to salvage some pride. And that is, unfortunately, if I was to hazard a guess, that's what the Wallabies are in for at Eden Park this coming Saturday. Because
right, mate, don't
no, I'm just saying we know how the All Blacks work, and at the moment it's a little more up and down, like a bloody menstrual cycle, than it should be. It's they have awoken the dragon, of course, now, as often happens, and
the All Black dragon.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't take much, you know. The I guess it goes back to what we were talking about before, the slander that they get in the media. I guess the only positive thing that comes out of that is that that revs them up. And at Eden Park on Saturday, I can't see anything else happening but them really seriously taking it out on the Wallabies.
Well,
what do you reckon,
mate? Oh, I mean, it better. I mean, I would have thought that, a couple of tries in the second half of that second South African game might have rocked them up a bit, but it didn't seem to help. I don't know. I feel like, we've got a slightly different team than what we have traditionally had. And maybe, I like to think that we're going to bounce back. We definitely did against Argentina, which was good when we lost that Argentinian game and then bounced back against the Box in that first Eden Park game. So, I reckon we will. And, everyone's talking about how we've got the talent. And a few little tinkerings with the lineup might be quite fun,
Well, fun or necessary?
Well, maybe not. I don't think anything's really necessary. It's just kind of what the best way to go is, and I'm just so curious as to because how different a team is Aussie, I mean, in
terms of their gameplay,
do we call some players back in? I mean, we've obviously getting Cam Roygaard back, which we're excited about.
I mean, I'd be starting Cam Roygaard.
Of course. Anyone would. I think any team in the world would at the moment.
And what I'd also be doing is I'd be starting Beauden Barrett again at 10 and going, let's change up the way we're bloody playing here. Because he had a blinder at Eden Park the week before. I mean, that's the disappointing thing. They're always going to bounce back from a loss. That's quintessential All Blacks. But what we haven't seen in a while is two good backups in a row. Like, where's the back-to-back wins? And they had Richie McCaw in camp, trying to cement what's mentally required for our back-to-back wins, but it didn't seem to make
I think we talked about this last week, and I saw a bit of I think NZR Plus put out the Behind the Ferns content or whatever it is, and it was an episode there with Richie in the back at training, and God damn, like the guy, I mean, a living legend. I mean, nothing can ever take away what he could do on the rugby field, but fuck me, he's boring.
Yeah. Oh, we talked about this, mate. You tried to defend him and say that he was interesting.
No. That's absolute bullshit, mate.
No, it's not. I didn't say rewind it. Rewind the tape.
Who would ever say that Richie McCaw was
defending Scott Barrett. You said that he was more interesting than Scott Barrett. What I was
saying is that I said he's a better speaker. He's a better speaker post-match.
You think Richie McCaw, the orator, is better at speaking than bloody Scott Barrett?
Anyone's better than Scott Barrett.
Oh, yeah. Your mum's probably better than Scott Barrett.
Yeah, she is. She is, mate. She should be the All Blacks captain.
Lovely woman.
She'd make a better bloody post-match captain than Scott Barrett at the moment. And that's what I was defending of Richie McCaw. His playing, his ability to stand out as a captain, lead from the front with his physicality and his gameplay, and then also to have a yarn about it out the back of the game. Yeah. To actually sit in a press conference and actually say something without fumbling over your words.
I mean,
I think I think you've been to a couple of speech and drama classes, mate.
None of them were particularly good at it. In fact, I'm trying to think of who the best one really was that we've had.
Kevin Mialamu. Tana Umaga was always good.
Tana was always good. And I thought Anton Oliver was quite good in his day too. Remember, he was quite an eloquent guy. He was a well-educated man, old grenade face. And
but then he got the clubs out on the Kaikoura coast, and that was not good.
That was Andrew Hall, wasn't it?
Oh, was it?
You're tarring them with the same hook and brush, mate.
Yeah, they're both similar.
Did he club them as well? Oh,
no, maybe not. Maybe you're right. Maybe it was Andrew Hall.
What was Tane Randall like? Did Tane Randall have a sense of Reuben Thorne?
Tane Randall was quite he looked good in a suit, like when you chucked him
handsome man.
Yeah, handsome man, very handsome, like someone you'd love to bring back home to mum, he cleans up well. You get that lovely wee All Blacks sort of number ones, the tie and blazer combo on, and God, he looked like a bloody dream, Tane Randall.
Yeah. Oh, he was lovely. I mean, he wasn't probably one of our greatest ever, but he was certainly
he was
up
pretty
there.
good. He was solid, and he was quite he was quiet and considered, Tane.
Yeah, quiet and considered. Would you say maybe the last one that we had with the true confidence and swagger was Fitzy, almost, eh? Like Fitzy was
Fitzy.
He had a little spark to him, old Sean Fitzpatrick.
Well, I do think Tana had a bit of spark to him.
Oh, Tana had spark too. Yeah.
I mean, Artie definitely. I mean, he's captained us a couple of times. I really like Sam Whitelock as a captain too.
Actually, yeah, he was good as well. In fact, he's a good speaker. Like contrary to Richie, even Kieran Reid didn't. Like Kieran Reid's got a lot better now that he's presenting for Sky, but he was always pretty short of his words as well. I mean, I guess it's just like to be expected, but these guys aren't. They're not there for their words, are they?
Well, they do a lot of media training, don't they?
Well, yeah, but sometimes you can't, teach an old dog.
And the thing that we forget as well is that it's all good and well to get up and do say a few words in any given sort of time, when that's all you're doing. Yeah. But they're also playing like 90 minutes of insane rugby. They're absolutely exhausted.
And they're just
and then they get off the field and get asked all these questions. And actually, fuck, I can't really remember that. I've actually got a concussion, so I don't remember anything.
I'm probably going to have long-term damage.
Last Tuesday, actually. But Tuesday was a great day. I had chops for tea and mash. Linda made some mashed butter. It was really nice.
And his wife's name's Cheryl. So it's not. He's got the wrong woman. He's got an ex-girlfriend from like 20 years ago.
Who the fuck is Linda?
Oh, babe, she was.
Like
it was 20 years ago.
You like Linda's mashed potatoes?
Ago, babe.
Yeah. Here you go.
I've got CTE.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
Prove it. You can't.
I will when I donate my body to science when I die in 10 years.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
R.I.P. Shane Christie.
Yeah.
Hey, he did look like a stunned mullet though, and I'm interested to see how he'll rally the troops this week. I mean, what are you saying if you're Scott Barrett? Like, what's going on at training this week? Because we talked about player selection, which we'll have a little powwow about shortly, but the mental thing, how do they turn that around? Like, what do you do? Like, what do you say to go, can we win 2 in a row, boys? Like, surely they have 1 and 2 against the Wallabies.
You cut the bullshit and you're just like, let's fucking go. This is it.
Right.
Everyone's job's on the line. It's not just mine. It's not just Razor's. Everyone's job's on the line.
There's nothing like a firing.
Fired.
Yeah, nothing like a firing or a redundancy to really get the shits up you. I love it.
I'm going to take away your Ford Ranger. No one gets to drive a Ford Ranger anymore.
Ranger. You're right. I mean, maybe the level of the All Blacks, of course, rugby is so important to our country that it can only be via the threat of a firing or something rash like that things can actually happen. I think we start
taking things away with every
privileges.
Yeah, no. It's like the freebies. Because imagine the freebies you get. Like, I mean, we've all watched the videos of when the All Blacks, when they first get into camp and they go they call it Christmas Day, and they go down to the Adidas. They're all lined up with all their boots and the den. Yeah. They get hoodies and they all get vouchers to go into the Adidas stores and buy and pick up whatever they want.
Yeah.
I reckon we just start taking that stuff away.
When
they actually have to go into a store and buy Christmas presents for their kids rather than just use the Adidas vouchers.
Rather than put it on the team card.
Yeah, exactly.
Usually it's just like, hey, go and get Jaden. Go and get Jaden those boots he wants. Just pop it on the card.
Pop it on the card.
Pop it on the card.
When they have to walk into a Ford dealership, a Ford
and actually pay for the bloody car,
or put it on finance, and it comes out of their account once a month.
And you know they're getting assholes at home for that because we've already got the fridge on HP, and now we've got a bloody Ranger.
No sponsorship from Fisher and Paykel,
and you got the 4-wheel drive XLT. That's $80,000.
Yeah, you got the Raptor.
The Raptor.
With the body kit.
With the body kit. Why'd you have to do that? Just
why did you need the floodlights? You don't even go hunting.
Why did you need it to say Ford in big letters? What was wrong with the small little blue badge?
Why do you even need a truck? You don't even go to the dump. We live in an apartment. We live in the middle of Auckland City.
We live in the middle of Auckland City. We can't even fit it in the car park.
Oh, God.
We should take away the prejudices. Or...
And time to maybe get a Ford Fiesta or a Ford Focus or a
Ford
Mondeo.
Fiesta. A Mondeo, the most irrelevant car in 2025, a Ford Mondeo. At one time, I reckon the Mondeo was up there as like a
It was up there with the Honda Accord, mate. It was up there. And
it was a bit better than that. It was a bit better than the Sentra. The Nissan Sentra.
Or the Mazda 626.
The Nissan Sentra. Shit, I forgot about those. They were plain.
Sentra.
The 626 would have been more like the Mondeo for me. They had a little spice.
It was the Nissan Maxima.
Oh yeah, we had one. I did 190k in a Nissan Maxima down GM's Road with Richard Fuller when we were like 18. Yeah, we probably could have killed ourselves. It's one of those.
100% you could have.
Yeah, it's one of those moments where they could have been calling our mothers, going, "I'm sorry, but your kids have been involved in a horrific accident."
And it would have been a school assembly at Silverstream, St. Pat's, and
Upper Hutt College.
Upper Hutt College. Sorry.
How dare you?
Yeah, same thing.
I didn't associate myself with those bloody people.
Those people?
Sorry?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, so it would have been a full school assembly at Upper Hutt College, and it would have been, sadly, two of our probably worst students. Actually, they were kind of arseholes, really. I can't speak for your friend, but that's how they would have said.
I was head boy, mate.
You were head boy.
They respected me.
Yeah, mate. They regretted it the moment they gave you that badge.
Yeah,
like,
they went.
God, what have we done?
They went, oh, fuck. Hey, I was thinking the other way you could really point these people out and punish them, the players, is we could boot chain them. You know how the All Blacks all wear the same yellow boots at the moment?
Boots. Yeah.
Maybe they give a pair of shitty old like black Mizunos or something to the player that's not doing well, and you can immediately tell who's being reprimanded this week because they walk on with these like subpar boots. Well, everyone else has their name on them. Like Bodie's got his little BB Adidas boots, and they have to go out and clearly play in a different set of boots.
The sprigs keep breaking off. They have to keep getting the sprig tool out. Remember, you used to get a sprig tool in your boot box?
Yeah. Or they just take a couple out. They go, you're going to have a couple less this week, mate. But it's really dewy out there. Deal with it. If you've got what it takes to be an All Black, you can deal with a couple less sprigs on those little Mizunos this week.
Mate, we don't want to give them any handicaps this week at Eden Park.
Actually, you're right. We want all the bloody boot action we can get. We're
not good enough to have handicaps right now. We need all the sprigs we can get, mate. In fact, I reckon put a couple of extra sprigs in the boots for the boys this week.
We're not good enough.
I'm not taking any chances.
Mate, that's the truth of where we're at the moment, isn't it? We're not quite good enough. Although South Africa are an extraordinarily good team.
But you'd have to be pretty cocky to start pointing out your sprigs, mate.
Oh, you would. But we're still right there behind them. And that's why I think that we're going to deal to the Aussies this week at Eden Park. Optus Stadium's going to be interesting because, I believe the last time we played there, we got whooped.
We got dicked.
We got dicked by the Aussies in one of the rare victories they've had over us in the last few years. That's a sold-out stadium. That's going to be a bloody great game. But Eden Park, first of all, what changes do you want to see to the team? Like, what needs to happen apart from mental resilience, which we've talked about? Who needs to go and who needs to stay? Yeah,
that's a good question. I look at the players that Razor stuck into the NPC this week, and that's quite. I wanted to sort of see a few of those those guys play to see who was playing themselves into the team, who was playing themselves into the 23, who was. Playing
themselves out.
Yeah, exactly. And you look at the likes of Roygaard, who had, 30-odd minutes for counties, scored a little try, looked pretty solid. And all they would have wanted to see from him was that he could get through a little bit of rugby so that we could name him in the 9 jersey, which I undoubtedly believe he's going to be in. And we should have Cortez back, I think, as well. So we've probably got the two of them back, our first and second halfbacks, which is great.
Great.
So that's one change. I think that's going to make a huge difference when it comes to what the backline gets,
Just on speaking of the kind of player that Roygaard is, if you and I were to go through now and talk about, because what makes Cam Roygaard so good is that he is consistent. The guy, no matter what happens, even if he varies a little bit, he always has a pretty damn good game, right?
Yeah.
Who are the other All Blacks that you would undeniably not leave out that have these consistent games? So let's start with another one. Is obviously Ardie Savea. That's an easy one, right?
He's always there. Yeah.
Who are the other key All Blacks that you go? You're in the team 100%, because maybe that's where we need to be focusing on, is who the hell has actually been consistent for us. I would say another one straight off the bat is Samisoni Taukei'aho.
On the bench, I would go Cody Taylor before him.
Yeah, Cody Taylor. So
and
those two are
I'd definitely
cemented.
go Tupou Vai. And you've got to say Scott Barrett, because he's going to be there regardless. He's our captain, so he's going to be there. And Geordie Barrett, and probably I think you look at Will Jordan. They're probably the only.
Are they the only other players
that you would never leave off? You know,
and that's based on consistent performances, game in, game out, even if they vary a little. I mean, who else in the squad?
I think they're the players that even. I mean, aside from Cody Taylor, maybe, and Cam Rigard, obviously, but they're the only players that you would play out of position before you would leave them off the field. You know, they're that much better than everyone else.
Does the front row? I mean, I think our front row is still pretty strong with Tamaiti, with Fletcher, with
but there's no
Tyrell.
no one that knocks everyone off the park. You know, I feel like they're all there and thereabouts. They're all very, very good.
Yeah,
and they all seem to be they seem to be as good as each other at this stage. I don't think anyone really stands out, right?
Is Cody?
Maybe that's just us being naive, mate. I mean, when was the last time you were in a fucking scrum?
I'll tell you when. 2002. And it was terrifying even then. Do you know who it was? Do you know who I was scrumming against?
Yes, mate. You're the Thrush
Jeremy
master.
Thrush. That's the last scrum in rugby I ever had. Jesus. Seriously, at Hutt Valley High School, I remember the game. And Mr. Lenson, our physics teacher, this little short guy that we used to put in a wheelie bin in the classroom, was standing on the sideline going, "Hey, you cheeky horses."
That's bullying.
Nah, mate, he deserved everything he got. Little fuck. He was, mate. He was very disrespectful.
Was he? What did he say?
He riled up a couple of the big boys in class, and they didn't like it. He gave them a bit of lip back, and they literally just got up and put him in the bin. And I was like,
talking? What's he saying?
Oh, he'll just he used to say things like like call them fags and stuff. Like, yeah. He'd be like, "You're the fag." He's sitting up the back, and they're just like, "What?" And these guys are massive. And they would these big rugby boys would go and put him in the bin. I mean, I was like, this is chaos. I'm sitting there going, what is happening right now? The teacher's in the wheelie bin. That's classic.
I got put in the bin once.
The sin bin or an actual bin?
No, it was first period.
Are you talking about just last night? You said something wrong to Grace.
First period when I was in third form at Tauranga Boys College, and the bins we had were those 40-gallon drums. You know, they're just open 40-gallon drums we'd have out on all the way around the school.
That's of course, they had them on the fields.
Gym.
Yeah.
And a couple of the bigger boys, because, you know, everyone's sort of discrepancies with growing were beginning to show when you're 13, 14 years old. So I was still pushing maybe 140 centimeters. You know, I was tiny.
And you haven't grown since.
And some of the big boys just picked me up and chucked me into the bin. And because I was so short, I couldn't get out.
Yeah.
So I was just stuck in the bin.
Hang on, you were that short?
I was tiny, mate. Yeah. I was wee.
I can see you. I can see you being a little weird little. You've actually done well for yourself. You've actually done well for yourself with your confidence and your looks and everything. Considering that, because you were basically some little sort of dwarf, midget, creature. You've done well for yourself, mate.
Yeah, I've got the Austrian side of me is very small. My mum's 5'0".
Which is weird because I thought the Austrians were huge people.
Not all of them, mate.
I thought they were all big, rangy mountain people.
Not in the mountains.
Are they nimbly?
You want to be small because the food's a bit more scarce. You know, you don't want to have to go out in the winter months and have to get a whole lot of food. So you just want to make sure that you're not too big and you don't need too much fuel.
Just want to get in all those little nooks and crannies in the hills and
absolutely, mate.
Sow some cabbages
you don't want to build a big house because it takes too much to heat.
Hurrah! Could you go out and get the cabbage? Hurrah.
Nah, mate.
Oh, is that not how it sounds?
No, it's not. They spoke
Come sit on Grandmama's lap.
Oma.
Come sit on Oma's lap. Good boy. Sorry. Just imagining your weird little dwarf at school. That's quite funny. You've done well for yourself.
Back to
selection?
Yeah, back to selections.
Well,
I think that where we're going to see a change and where I think we're going to see possibly a new direction or some new, just a new trajectory for our midfield. I'm really interested in seeing what Razor does there because Anton Leonard-Brown had another solid performance, another solid turnout for Waikato. I think he's definitely always done enough to play himself into the team. So,
well, why is he not there then?
Because he's got glass shoulders, mate, and he keeps getting himself little injuries here and there. And he had an HIA, which then kept him out.
Yeah.
Then we went in a different direction for that. I think Tupai has actually got his spot.
Well, I was going to say, what are you thinking about your boy Quinn at the moment?
This Quinn's definitely done enough to. I feel like he's done enough to keep his place on the bench at least. I don't know whether he's ever going to take Geordie off the starting 12 jersey, but there's this sort of nagging thing which I think we've been talking about for a while. He's been in the camp for a while now, so I think he might have earned a little run, and that's Lester Fainga'anuku in the centres maybe. What do you think?
I definitely
wouldn't mentioned it before.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't be averse to seeing Leicester come in and give it a go. I mean, they're clearly trying to cement Billy and Geordie as that combo, which is great if it works out. That would be fantastic for them to keep playing at super level like that and keep on going
but
through.
We're not confident in that yet.
No,
and it's been a while.
We need some confidence back, and if there's a player with confidence at the moment, it's Lester Fainga'anuku for sure. I mean,
but
he is
maybe not. Yeah, but again, that's at NPC level, mate. Like you can't. It's
no, mate. He's been playing well overseas as well. I feel like last time he played for the All Blacks was in a World Cup, and he was doing just fine.
Not in the centres though.
No, not in the centres, but. Man, I don't know. I would say you're not going to see him starting or anything, but are you putting him on the bench? That means Tupaia goes.
So maybe Tupaia and Leonard-Brown switch. Maybe Leonard-Brown switches with Billy Proctor, and we see a little Leicester on there rather than a...
Jesus, you're saying that Billy just goes out completely in that scenario?
Well, you can't tell me that you give someone, 6 tests this year? Is it 6? I think he's started all but one at centre, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. But is that where the problem lies? God damn it! We need to get to the bottom of what the issue actually is here. What is the issue?
Well, because you try something, and then if it doesn't work, you try something else. And I don't think no one's saying that it's working at the moment. So you bring in someone else, and you've got your core player there. Like you're not going to lose Barrett because you want to sort of build the backline around the Barretts.
Roygaard, well, yeah, I mean, a lot of people I think would beg to differ, but I still agree that they're the way forward. We just need
at least this year.
We need to come up with a plan B for the other positions, maybe. So we got Roygaard, Barrett.
I think we just need to breed more Barretts. I think we need a farm down in Taranaki, and Robin just.
But you're not insinuating that she starts getting preggers again.
Mate, it's worked in the past.
Mate, she's like 60-something.
Well, okay. Well, I mean...
Mate, what are you suggesting is turning into a breeding stump or something. That's not okay.
I just think maybe if we expect these players to make sacrifices, us as fans and family members of the players need to start pulling finger and making some sacrifices too.
Well, do you know what? The biggest mistake the Barretts made? Not having a daughter. They've got no one to pass on those bloody genes.
Oh, I mean, sure. Do they not have a daughter? They've got a daughter, don't they? They don't have a sister?
Do they have a sister?
Well, I don't know.
They might actually. Well, where's she? Bloody, she needs to be breeding right now.
She might already be, mate.
She might. Sorry, whoever you are. Dana?
Emma Barrett.
Dana Barrett. Oh, no, that's what's her name from Ghostbusters.
No, I think judging from the other names, it's probably an Emma, I would have thought.
My sister's Emma.
Yeah, probably about the same age. Are you looking it up, mate?
Yeah. I'm looking it up. I didn't think they had a sister, but you might be right.
I feel like they probably do. Chances are.
Oh, yeah, Zara.
Oh, Zara. Yeah, that's probably, Zara.
Zara Barrett.
How old Zara?
She is, I don't know. Don't know how old she is.
Okay, yeah. Well, let's maybe just in case, there's something that we don't know about Zara, like maybe, I don't know. Let's just not talk about Zara. I don't think we know enough about her to be rolling her through the coals here.
Let's not roll her through the coals. Who rolls anyone through the coals these days?
No one. I mean, I guess that would be brutal, isn't it? I mean,
are we
talking hot coals or are we talking...
we're talking...
Or just like cold coals because they're kind of like sore
we're talking
and
hot, absolutely hot coals.
So we're talking we're talking embers really, then, aren't we? It's not really coals.
We're talking embers. No, those are coals, mate, because they're the embers of coal. They're, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you can also get embers from wood as well and from other fuels. So when you're rolling them through when you're rolling someone, so if I went to roll you through the coals, am I just chucking you just clothes on and just chucking you into a bed of like boiling hot like coal embers and just giving you a wee roll and rolling you over them and through them?
Well, yeah, sort of like you would with a like a pizza bread or something. You don't want to.
You can't be putting the pizza dough straight on those coals.
Why not?
You'd need to have like a tray or some sort of stone.
Maybe you could do the same for me and put a tray down and roll me across that.
Or what you could do is like a jacket potato, like a baked potato. You just wrap it in a bit of foil, bit of tin foil, and just pop it into the coal.
That's what you need. Yeah.
In
fact, I'd gladly go over some hot coals if I was in tin foil.
And the trick was once if you do it tight enough, once the steam comes through the tin foil, your potatoes cook through. And that's,
is that how you know?
Yeah, exactly. Well, same with the hangi, mate. Once you see the steam coming up through the dirt, then you're ready to dig up. They used to do that with humans back in the day.
Yeah.
You'd cook them in the same sort of way, and you'd have the head coming out of the soil. The body was underneath the ground, and once the steam was coming out of their orifices in their face, then you knew that they were done.
Yeah, right.
That's what pōpukahua means. It's like ball your head, steam your head.
So here, just to get us back on track.
Sorry, that was a wee tangent. Yeah.
So I would give Leroy Carter another start against the Wallabies.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
That's exciting, yeah.
Always thought he'd go well against the Wallabies, and, he obviously showed some real promise. Here's what maybe we could suggest. Do you start D-Mac, do you start him at 15 with Jordan on the other wing? I'd be interested to see maybe we give a run of Caleb Clark on the other. Do we have a Leroy on one wing,
and a
Clark on the other, and then put Jordan back at fullback with D-Mac on the bench, just to go back to that combo? Or does Clark just not get a run at all now? I feel like Clark's got Clark's got something to offer.
But remember, we've got Sevu Reece sitting there. We don't know what is the deal with Imoni Narawa, because he had two test starts in a row.
We've certainly got the people. It's like, is this the problem? Is it too much of a headache to work out who the hell should be on the team?
You've got to select the team that's going to be best to beat the opposition you've got coming up, and maybe that's just what we didn't do in that second test.
Yeah, and you know who does that perfectly is Rassi. Like, Rassi clearly, he's often been the guy who goes, I mean, look what he did. Talk about our bathwater thing last week. I mean, he threw the baby out, that's for sure. He got rid of all those guys and said, you know what? I'm going to let these dudes have a go. And boy, did they bloody
You know who else is going to be good at it, mate?
Who?
Oh, Joe Schmidt. He's done it before with a few teams.
Yeah.
He's good, mate. He knows. And you know what else he's done? He's playing those mental games. He's given another little renaissance call up to James O'Connor, sent a wee SOS over to Europe to say, hey, mate, come back. Here's the green and gold one more time.
Here's the
buddy.
10. Come on, mate. And he's going to be starting, or is he going to be on the bench
I
to
don't know.
line
He's in the
squad.
Squad, yeah, which is 30-something players. I think there's 3 first fives in that
Pop,
squad.
pop him on. He's played all super season with these dudes he's going to be up against. Give him a go. Give him a go at Eden Park. I would definitely have him in the 23. Why not?
For sure.
Him and Liner. Let's go him and Liner for sure.
Yeah. But yeah,
okay.
I reckon, yeah, the Schmidt and Razor controversy, which I think is quite good. So there was that little time when Fozzie, Schmidt was coaching for the All Blacks underneath Fozzie, and it was when all the saga was going on in the background. Everyone was calling for Fozzie's head. Everyone was like, why are we not getting Razor to start? Fozzie got the nod ahead of Razor, so to carry on.
Yeah.
And then we had this thing where Joe Schmidt was quoted in Fozzie's book saying that Razor lacked integrity because of the Fijians were courting Razor for their national team, and he came onto a podcast and was speaking a little bit of Fijian here and there. He's throwing a few bullars around, and that really stirred the All Blacks camp up. And I know that there was obviously something going on between Joe Schmidt and Razor. I don't think they like each other.
No.
I don't think Joe Schmidt wanted to work with him, and I think that's why it maybe took so long to get Razor into that All Blacks coaching role.
Maybe it was. And I guess it'd only be a few types of people that would work with Razor. I mean, you can tell Razor's got a certain way of operating, that's for sure. And I suppose you could maybe say that it's a little different, albeit we don't see fully behind the scenes, to some of the other coaches. But it's probably different to Schmidt's approach.
What scares me, mate, is that Joe Schmidt he's going to want to win this. Because he's got this little bit of beef with Razor, and I think that adds. If I'm putting Razor up against Joe Schmidt in a battle of wits and mental capacity, I think Joe Schmidt's going to run a couple of rings around him. He's got a bit more experience.
If Joe Schmidt was to win and the Wallabies were to win the Bledisloe Cup or win at Eden Park, either one of those things, that's coach of the year material right there. He's trumped them all. He's taken the Wallabies from literally zero to hero, and that would be the ultimate. In fact, they wouldn't even have to win the Bledisloe. They could win the championship with that, for one.
I feel like this is a little bit of a trump card.
I just don't see it. I don't see it happening. I see the threat is there, but to be honest, the All Blacks are still so much better than the Wallabies that I can't see them getting past them at Eden Park. But man, that would be, and I'd be happy for Joe for sure. But I mean, if anyone, there's no one else has had a better chance for sure. But yeah, I don't know.
It just adds a little factor in there for me.
Of course it does. It adds a little spice.
The Joe versus Scott.
And he's good.
Is good. It's good chemistry for this game, mate. It's really dialing things up.
It would be disastrous for Razor. It would start to have career-ending prospects because everybody would go, why the hell is Joe Schmidt not the All Blacks coach?
Do you think it would be a Krender?
It'd be a Krender, mate. Because they'd be going, the guy who just beat us, he should be coaching the All Blacks. Why the hell is this guy not still part of the All Blacks fabric?
Didn't we try and keep him? I think this is what happened.
We did, mate. But then he went off to Aussie.
No, but when we went with Razor, Schmidt said no.
Yeah,
I don't want to work with him.
No, but why didn't they just give it to Schmidt at the time? I wonder why. Or is that when he was saying, no, I don't want responsibility, and then subsequently ended up changing his mind for the Wallabies and things? I
think he knew that the NZRU were going to bring in Razor in some capacity regardless. I don't think they were ever not going to.
As an assistant coach, I think it was either the head job or nothing.
Yeah, but I think they wanted Razor, and I think public opinion said that it needed to be Razor.
But public opinion wanted a change from the old guard for sure. And he's an incredibly successful coach. And he's still doing bloody well, really, with the All Blacks. He's had as many, hiccups as Fozzie might have or Hansen might have. I mean, they've all. It still remains to be seen. You need the full breadth of the season.
Haven't we backed him up for we've got him in there for the World Cup, haven't we? Isn't he? Yeah. Isn't he through to 2027?
Oh yeah, I don't think he can. It's not like he can leave, but it's just an interesting discussion. It's interesting when you see other Kiwi coaches just skirting around the edges doing super well, like Joe, that we love. We just know how good he is. Man, it's going to be a good battle. It's going to be a good battle. But at most I see it as a one-apiece situation this year, which means that we retain the Bledisloe.
Anyone else out of the All Blacks that played in NPC play their way back into the team? Because there's someone that certainly didn't, and that's Samipeni Finau. He left the field with his arm in a sling. So.
Is Ratima back?
I think I read something the other day about how he's pretty much back. Because
Kyle Preston's still... So he's playing well. If Kyle had to come off the bench, I certainly wouldn't be miffed.
No.
That's...
well, Noah's certainly out. I can't believe
poor
that, man.
bugger. That sucks, man.
That sucks. The other ankle
sucks, yeah.
You break your ankle, you have surgery. It's humiliating. You come back and you play, 5 minutes and you break your other ankle.
Glass ankles. He's worse than Albie with his shoulders.
Yeah.
I would say, they seem to really love Parker. Satiti, I'm still waiting for him to have a blinder. I'd love him to just get up and he's going to be playing opposite Harry Wilson, who has been an absolute trooper for the Wallabies.
Absolutely.
Like you're talking about the MVP, one of them at least for them. And so you want Satiti
and McWright there as well. McWright is so good.
Man, you're going to need, obviously you know that Artie's always going to step up when the time comes, but I want to see Satiti take some control as well. I want to see that scintillating best from him.
You know what the Satiti doesn't have is a whole season of Super Rugby up his sleeve. He came in quite late to the end of Super Rugby, so I feel like
so he's warming up.
He's still warming up. So I feel like
now's the time to get warm.
Yeah, he basically needs to slip into his A form for this game.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to be there. I feel like you can't forget that what he did last year, to our team, and that he just had a phenomenal season for the All Blacks, and I know that he's still got the capacity to do that, right?
Yeah. And
what about Stevie Reese? Is Stevie Reese back at ANZ this week?
I don't know, man. It's so funny. You go Clark and Reese. You could chuck any one of them in.
At the start of this year, the start of the year, we wouldn't have left Sevu off any team.
No.
And all of a sudden, we've gone, we've got Leroy, we've got Narawa, we've got Caleb
Leroy,
Clark.
But I'd probably put... I feel like Narawa and Sevu would offer a similar thing. I feel, maybe
Is
Clark
that just
offers
they're Fijians, mate?
No. Well, it could be. It's in their DNA, the way that they run the ball. Clark runs it slightly differently. He's a little different. He's a bit better under the high ball. Leroy Carter offers another style yet again. So I feel like you've got Carter. Would you go Carter and Clark? Does it matter if we bring in a new winger at this point? I don't think it does. I think wingers are the most interchangeable position that we have on a rugby field, of course.
What's exciting is that we're fired up about Leroy Carter.
Yeah, well, it's great because
he did enough for us all.
Well, he got a taste of a try.
You can see the hunger he has. He's like, he's got this like.
Like I said,
he's like an Alsatian or something. He's like a retriever dog. He's all energy, and you can just see that he's rearing to go. You just throw on the ball, and he's going to chase it, man.
And I also think, based on his try last week, whether he's there or not, that's not going to be the difference maker for the All Blacks on Saturday. That's why the wingers are always... If we've got world-class wingers, you can chuck most of them out there to finish the job off. Our problems are deeper than that. Our problems need to be about getting that guy the ball, for starters, and defending. And I think Leroy's defence, he's pretty solid, but I think we should... Yeah, I think we should definitely be picking on defence again, That won us the game at Eden Park. We said it, hands down, it's what lost us the game in Wellington. So if there's an area that we actually should be focusing on, maybe we should just be bolstering the defensive stocks. Hey, there's no world in where Rieko Ioane joins the team again this week, is there?
Potentially, yeah.
Like,
Yeah, he's another.
Do you
add
go,
him to the
hey,
list of wingers.
we left you out and we're going to get you back in? Like, I mean,
He's not going into centre. He can't. They can't go backwards on that.
well, they can't. I guess they can't go backwards. No, I mean they probably can't. But yeah, but mate, it's funny because other teams have. It's not unprecedented. You know, it's just like maybe what you're saying is absolutely correct. Is play the game that's in front of you. Put the players on the field to get the job done in Bledisloe 1 at Eden Park. Like, forget everything else. We know we've got depth in this country. We know we've got the players to take us through to 2027. Let's just focus on winning this one game and what that squad is. I feel like there's no clear answer as to who and what at this moment. It's really interesting.
There's a reason why they get paid so much to do this job, mate. It's not an easy one.
Yeah. Do you reckon you could do
it? Excuse me, I just had you clear my throat there.
Is that what that was?
Yeah.
Do you reckon that if they called you up tomorrow and said, hey, Ra, you're on the selecting committee for the All Blacks?
100%. I think I would add an interesting perspective to the selections. What, mate?
Okay, mate.
Why are you laughing?
No, I'm just, no, you probably would add an interesting element to the selectors committee.
I mean, for starters, what would probably end up happening is, probably a couple more Chiefs than is potentially needed.
Mate, there's enough in there. Some would say maybe there's too many. Maybe we should be looking elsewhere because we know the Chiefs ain't good at winning much.
But
are they when it comes to the crunch? Maybe we should be putting the Crusaders players back in there.
I think I do pretty well, mate. I think I do pretty well in the selection. I don't think I would be good at maybe doing it all by myself. Like, I think it would be, I find it quite a hard job maybe being if they were like, okay, the whole selection committee is going to quit and you have to do it all. I think that would be quite hard.
Yeah.
But
why would they ever give you that responsibility?
I'm hypothetically, mate, just in case.
It's so hypothetical, like the most hypothetical thing ever.
I mean, it would have to be one of the biggest plane or train crashes in history for me to be the first person they call.
And mate, let's hope it's a plane crash because why would they be catching the train?
Mate, Kiwi rail, they're doing all right. There's a few services back on.
Bullshit. The whole lot of people got stranded in Wellington the other day and they had to piss and shit into bags.
Yeah, well, there's nothing wrong with that.
Sometimes when you gotta go, you gotta go. Hey, you'd probably select a million Chiefs. Do you think that actually the whole problem that Razor's got should he just be only selecting Crusaders? Has he made a massive mistake? Should he be selecting David Havili, Ethan Blackadder? Should he just go back to the old school thing of selecting all Canterbury players and have the All Blacks start winning? There's something to be said
about how that was the only language he spoke for a long time. He only spoke Crusader for 15 years?
So are we saying that he's been speaking basically a foreign language and misunderstanding his role in the All Blacks this whole time? Should he go back to speaking Crusader only as his first language and just start winning more and more games? Is that the problem?
Do you think if we gave him his 2019 Crusaders the peak 2019 Crusaders team, if we gave them and put them all in an All Blacks jersey and put them in front of him, he'd know exactly what to do. I reckon he'd win every game.
On behalf of the rest of the country, I'm not suggesting that we seriously do this, but I'm just mooting it as a possibility. Maybe Razor just needs to biasly select all his Crusaders boys, get them out there and get the job done in an ugly Crusaders fashion that we love to hate, but they know how to win.
Okay, we need to move on, but I've got a couple more questions for you.
Okay.
I've got a couple more questions for you.
Go.
Are you saying that this weekend a win's a win? Will you take an ugly win this weekend?
Absolutely. At Eden Park against the Wallabies, a win is a win at Eden Park.
Second question, what's the score?
What's the weather like?
Oh, fucking hell, mate.
Hold on, mate. Hold on. She's looking good. Okay, running rugby. Let's go 33-28.
Okay.
To the All
Wallabies.
Blacks. Oh. No, to the All Blacks, mate.
Nah.
I'm not seeing the All Blacks go down at Eden Park for at least another 10 years. I'm not ready for it, mate.
Mate, it's got nothing to
I've
do
just
with
come
you.
out of surgery. I don't need more trauma. I've already got post-surgery depression.
Mate, well, now you've got have you got some of the general anaesthetic drugs? We could just knock you out if things go south. We can just keep you in a coma for a couple of years and then we'll just wake you up gently.
You just put me out during the haka. All the last thing I remember is Billy Proctor.
Well, mate, if he's in the team.
Oh, I'm really interested in your in thinking that he's gonna be gone. Jesus, it needs a shake up though, doesn't it?
Maybe it does. This is
Why
what I'm
not?
saying. I think that's the place that we have a
I think
little
at this
shake
point,
up. I think we've already been shaking our way through the bloody wingers. I think we've already been trialling those. It doesn't really matter who plays. There's like 5 wingers that I would happily see, but it's the midfield where I think we're going to see a little surprise.
Yeah, mate, the winger, like we say, they can come and go all day long, a winger. There's plenty of people who can run the ball in on the end of a backline move.
5 really good ones, Rico
we've never got problems there, yeah.
Okay, mate, we haven't even talked about something.
Okay.
Give us the news thing, mate.
Oh, okay. News.
The Shield has another chapter in its 2025 little victory lap of New Zealand.
It's gone again.
Gone to Dunedin. A shock loss.
Of all
They've
places.
come up to Christchurch and they've fucking done it.
They
what
have.
a beautiful thing the Ranfurly Shield does to inspire these players into just the best kind of victories as well.
It really is. And Otago
Remind me
Rugby
of-
probably needed that because they haven't done jack shit for a decade.
Speaking of All Black wingers, remind me of the open side flanker for Otago that scored 2 amazing backs tries. What's his name? Lucas...
Cashmore.
No, I can't remember. Otago. No. It's not Lucas Cashmore.
Who is it? Lucas.
Oh, it's going to do my head in.
Oh, come on, mate.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't
Keep
matter.
talking.
No one cares.
Lucas Casey.
Oh, Lucas Casey.
Lucas Casey.
Yeah, I don't know.
Scored 2 tries.
Yeah.
And they were... He stepped a fullback. He put in some amazing fins. He ran down the sideline. He scored like a corner. Mate, he was playing probably better than a lot of the All Black wingers have done this year. I think he should be in the mix for an All Black call up on the wing.
On the wing?
Yeah, maybe for Bled too. If things go real south and we lose at Eden Park and we need an SOS, I think Lucas Casey should come in.
There's probably a few flankers from around New Zealand who could easily just sit out on the wing. Let's be honest.
Unbelievable. He played a lovely, lovely game, and an inspired Otago second half. They looked like they were going to get buried again by an unbeaten Canterbury team, but they came back, man.
They came back, and everybody loves to see Canterbury go down, which is this, they're not the Crusaders, I got to say, but everybody's got a bit of a thing. It's like what everyone used to think of Auckland, I suppose. But we were all behind them.
You know what was really great?
What?
Andy Ellis was commentating.
Yes,
and he got a little bit angry. He started doing a Justin Marshall, and we found out how one-eyed he was.
Yeah, of course.
Mate, he was pissed off.
Yeah.
He was so disappointed.
Well, I guess, it wasn't just the Shield on the line after a week or so this time. It was history because, Otago hadn't beaten them in a Shield match or something since like 19... was it 34?
No, it was 1912.
40 or something. No, it was a long time ago. Nearly 100 years ago, that's for sure.
Pre-Second World War.
So I guess, good on them. And now, if the Shield's going to be desecrated, if we were worried about it being desecrated after the Southland game, Jesus Christ, mate. Shield Watch needs to be on high alert.
As long as it doesn't make a trip down Castle Street, I think we'll be all right.
Mate, that's the only place that's probably going to make a trip is down Castle Street. There's no other streets.
I think Invercargill would have given the Shield a more raucous showing than
they've got lovely wide streets in Invercargill. Really lovely, big, wide, like 1950s America kind of streets.
But you and me
Dunedin-
both know, mate, size doesn't matter. It's what you do with it. And I know I've heard a few stories about things that have happened on those Invercargill streets. I used to live with a couple of people from down in Invercargill, Bulldog and Dicko.
He does well at fantasy.
Yeah, mate, they had some stories. Invercargill is pretty ruthless. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it only makes this Ranfurly season all the more richer, and I think they've only got to defend it once before they get to hold on to it. Well, I can't remember who it's against.
Well, it's against North Harbour, so they've actually got a bloody good chance. Because unfortunately, North Harbour ain't shit hot this season.
Yeah, but mate,
and if they
this
do
is
lose
Otago
it,
we're talking about. Actually, I say that they are actually second on the table.
They're doing well.
They've had a great season.
They have. And what's great for the Otago fans and Highlanders fans out there is that every season these poor old fans sit there and say, this is our year, and it never is. But actually Otago this year in the NPC are showing a little bit of mettle, and good on them for taking the shield off Canterbury. And hopefully they can hold on to it because, but also, what if they back it up with a division title? That would be bloody good.
Yeah.
How good would that be?
The shield and the trophy. Canterbury would have been the last ones to do that, right?
Actually, I think Wellington may have been.
Uh-huh.
Speaking of, the train is coming.
Points.
The train is coming, mate. Just watch out.
Okay.
We'll get into playoff knockout rugby. We're playing Taranaki next week.
No, but who are you playing? But you had the 75.
Who were we playing?
Point romping, yeah.
Southland.
Oh.
Southland, who have gone from being beaten by 54 points by Canterbury, 64 by Counties, and then 75.
This is what I mean, mate.
They went up by 10 points each time.
They've got a 3-week hangover from the last time they had the shield.
Bastards. That sucks. You couldn't basically plan a worse trajectory than that. They've been pasted. What's next week? 85?
I don't know, mate. They'll probably come back and win again. The hangover will be over.
That's pretty tough. That's very demoralising. 3 big demoralising wins. Bugger. And they lost the shield in the process. Wellington and Bay of Plenty is the last game of the round.
Which is going to be
next
good.
week, but that's going to be a banger. But honestly, mate, our two sides could still have a shot.
Yeah, no,
if you pull it together at the end of the season in the playoffs,
5th or 6th, I think so, and we're still all right.
Wellington
you guys are a little bit worse.
We're 8th. We're sitting just in at 8th. But if we win, we have to keep winning. But if Wellington do, Wellington, mate, were looking stonking hot. Like that's they were playing the way we've seen them play in the past. There's a reason why they're the current champions. And I was pretty disappointed that they were not playing up to standard, but they certainly did on Saturday. So well
and
done.
It's because you had your
Welly hoorah.
I've said this a few times.
Yeah.
When you get your All Blacks in NPC, you have a little bit of a charge up, and I think you benefited from having Love and Preston and Peter Luckeye back as well.
We did, but
you missed them for a couple of weeks.
It gave a charge up for sure. But those boys, the consistent boys, turned it on. Savia, Garden Bishop, mate. They were looking like people who could win a title in that game, and I'm just glad that they are pulling it round at least at this end of the season. It's such an exciting comp. I don't know if you can pick anybody. Like who's going to win any game any given weekend? It's
usually
fantastic.
Canterbury wins, but they
have been consistent, but But it's it was a great weekend of rugby. 2 rounds to go, and then we're into the playoffs. Woo-wee. And next week, a 5 p.m. kickoff, a lovely 5:05 kickoff at Eden Park.
Yeah,
hopefully
that's
in the sun.
10 p.m. for me. That's brilliant.
That's beautiful. You're just gonna that's on Friday night, 10 p.m. You're gonna settle in. You're gonna get yourself a Miller Lite, and you're just gonna. Yeah.
I'll get myself a box of Miller Lights.
A box of Miller Lights and a couple of Marlboros,
I'll start at about a couple of Marlboros tucked
Drop
behind
a gummy at half time and just settle in for
maybe
a lovely wee.
maybe a couple of mushies just to really square things up.
I've still got that mushy chocolate you've got. It's great. Lovely little square every now and then.
Little gentleman's square.
Don't take too much, mate, because we've seen what happens.
Lovely stuff.
Yeah.
All right, hey mate, we've hit triple figures. We should really get out of here.
Hey, good luck on your mission to be an All Black selector this week. I hope
thank
they give
you so
a
much.
call.
And you know what? Yeah. What I might do, me and Gareth this week, just because we're transitioning into Bledisloe territory.
Oh.
We're getting into no, you're not, mate. Is that why you had your surgery? I didn't want to talk about it.
Yeah, it was on my nose.
Yeah, you're
Gonzo.
the nose in
Gonzo.
your pants. The nose in your pants. We will be making our 23 team selections. So we'll be making our starting lineups and our benches for this week. So we'll make sure we get that up on social. So make sure you follow and put in your 2 cents from what you think how we go as All Black selectors.
And I'm just going to go Hail Mary, I reckon, with mine. Just put in some real rogue ones just to warn you.
I'm gonna put in a couple of risky items.
Risky business.
Yeah, mate.
Tom Cruise.
But yeah, thanks for listening. Another week done. And looking forward to sharing with you what will be hopefully a lovely victory against the Wallabies at Eden Park. I'm crossing my fingers. My money's on the All Blacks, and I know that they have the ability to bring it home.
Yeah. And if you love us, keep listening. We're here every week. Thanks for your support. If you don't like us, go fuck yourself and watch The Breakdown.
Yeah. Bring it home and make sweet love to her and mum and dad's bed.
Jesus. I hope you never had to witness that.
Hooroo.